out there and find your next direct. The secret number is finding a way where you can develop your system, your routine, to where you get 10 people in front of you a day. If you can do that, it'll take you 12 months to get into 5%. The 5% is everybody that makes over $250,000 in income in the world. It takes you 12 months to get there. But again, if you take 700 days and you don't know how to do a presentation, we don't even need to talk. You still got some other lessons in life to learn. You got to be committed to this thing, not when it's convenient, guys, but you got to be committed even when it's hard, when things aren't going well, when you feel down, you still got to show up, right? It's your business. Imagine that, right? It's your business. You got to show up for it, right? You gotta have that attitude inside. Like, I got to bring it every day. You get up in the morning, right, and you're still negotiating with yourself. That's what broke people do, yo. You can't sit there and negotiate with that shit. It's like this non-negotiable that you get up and you bring it every day. If what you want to make is a lot, you get what I'm saying? If you just want to play small in life, man, and have the crumbs, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I was looking at the Maserati and the G-Wagon to get both before the end of the year. Like, I'm not trying to play small. Both of them things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I just can't decide. So I was like, well, why don't I just get both? One day I might want to drive the truck. The other day, you know, I might be alone and I might just want, you know what I mean, be in a fast car. But you know, you can't play small. You got to play what? You got to play big. And I'm telling you, it's like you got to have that mentality. It's non-negotiable that I got to book invites every day. It's non-negotiable that I got to prospect every day, and I got to make money in my business every day. Everything that we do matters. Everything that you do matters. From the second that you wake up to the second that you close your eyes, everything that you do matters. While you're building this business, everything that you do matters. Whether I'm watching, whether it's a training, whether I'm in front of you or somebody else is in front of you or not, everything that does matter. Right? What you're trying to build is a synergy on your team. You want to have your own office, right? You want to have your own team of people that can make your calls, right? Whether they're a bunch of them part-time, some of them full-time. You want to build, you know, that environment that says we're stronger together than we are apart. That is the connection part of your team. You got to be conscious of that. Don't wait 5 years to understand that you're trying to build an organization. Because guys, look, in business, nobody gets to $1 million of profit on their own. Understand that, right? There's no Rambos in business. And so you got no matter what hood you come from, no matter where the hell you was raised, what the hell they told you in your household, I don't care what block you come from, all right? There ain't no Rambos on the block, is it? From the gutter to the gutter all the way to the top of the corporate ladder, right around. It don't say goon, it says goons. You get what I'm saying? It ain't just one, because ain't no just one individual finna take over the whole block. You get what I'm saying? They need what? A team, because we're stronger what? Together. Than we are what? Apart. You get what I'm saying? Right or wrong? Right. One of the main things that we see in our society is saying that, hey man, the Jewish are more together, right? The minorities are more apart. How can we become more of a, unity? Because we know that connection is what? Way more powerful. Does that make sense? And so that's why, the whole field training thing to me makes a lot of sense. But when you're getting directs and building a business, your whole mentality is how can I get everyone together, right? What are the potlucks about? What are the, making sure that the meeting attendance is through the roof? Because I need to get everybody what? Together. Because we're stronger together than we are apart. This week we had a boot camp. You guys like boot camp? I think you and Kimmy was in boot camp as well, right? I got so many messages about it, right? One person could have done that entire training. It wouldn't have been as strong as all of us coming together. Like, I could sit there and read all of that stuff that went on my own. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't have been as strong as if we did it together, right? And so, very, very important. This week starts, right? It begins with the way you think, right? This today, right? Forget about yesterday. Today begins with the way you think. I know you picked up IBA, and I think you got a code, or maybe Joshua got a code. Today begins with the way you think, right? What is your burning desire? What do you desire the most? Feel free to entertain yourself. One thing that I've gotten really good at is understanding that now I live a life by design, right? And so it's something that you're going to have to work on. Because most people don't have the opportunity. It's not that they don't have the opportunity. I think the awareness isn't there for them to understand that you can create a life by design. I mean, just imagine you creating what you want to have out of life. Where you want to wake up tomorrow. Where would you wake up if you could pick anywhere? Where would it be? She said Flatbush. No, I'm just saying. Where would you wake up if you could? Hawaii, beautiful place. Great place to wake up. Great. Oh my God, you just took me back there. Wow, such a beautiful place where you can do that. Where would you wake up if you could wake up wherever you want to tomorrow? Pick. Just dream a little bit, right? Design that life. You know what I'm saying? Design that life. Create the life that you want to live by design. Where would you wake up tomorrow if you could? In Trinidad. Who here would have a boat? A yacht? What's that? Would anybody here interested in having a private jet? A private jet? Yeah, I would like to have that too. Anybody here, fast cars? No? Anybody here would like to have a big mansion? Nice big house? Big home? Butler and all that? Man, you gotta create that by design. And for most people, right, that image that you just seen in your head is as close as you'll get to it if you don't go to work. For most people, that's it. They can only create it one time in their head. For the people that are winners and champions in this world, they create it a few times. They'll create it here, they'll write it down in paper, and then they'll go out and create it in reality. They create it a few times. Think about it. People have an idea of the chair that you're sitting in. They put it on paper, the blueprint, this is how it looks, and they went out and created it on reality. Everyone creates in threes. But for most of us, the level of creation that we stop at is number one. Just the facility that we have to imagine. That's all. And I want to encourage you, that's why I say, look, write your goals.